What a great show that was. And if you enjoyed that clip, all you got to do is tap the link in the bottom and you can watch the entire show. Let's move on to what should be a very interesting matchup and a quite predictable matchup. This is a matchup that reminds me of delicious cupcakes. Ooh, I love cupcakes. I like birthday cupcakes. I like Hostess cupcakes. You know what else I like? I like UConn basketball. And that's where we're going. We're going to Gamble Pavilion, where my UConn Huskies are going to be playing those Providence skunk bag Friars. Pooey. That's what I got to say. You know what? I don't know what they did to our Gatorade when we played them 7 days ago, but they must have did something at halftime because we came out a completely different team. But you know what? It's revenge time. It's UConn time. And I'm obviously going with my UConn Huskies, guys. Kind of diehard UConn fan would I be if I didn't. Last time I didn't, they ended up winning and beating someone named Butler. So I think that UConn will be out to avenge their 70-59 loss that they suffered at Alumni Hall. UConn has been historically very dominant against Providence at home, but UConn just rejoined the Big East. So that's a lot of old data that you could really just throw to the garbage. So toss that garbage out. What's going to happen in my mind in a perfect world where there's no freaking food hunger issues, where there's peace in all four corners of the globe, is that James Bouknight, 30 minutes before the game, will be announced by the UConn beat writers to be warming up and getting ready to play. He looked good in practice. He's looked good on practice. He's looked good. Let him play. Let's get this doctor to sign off on the elbow. He's going to have to take some contact. It's not going to feel nice, but he's a man. He can take it. He wants to go to the NBA. He's going to get roughed up. Better get ready for it. So, UConn, listen, they're 6-5 in the Big East. They need to win this game. This is tournament hope type game. If they don't win this game, they're not on the last four in. They're on a line low. That means they won't be seeing the NCAA tournament in their first year in the Big East. And I just can't have that. I think that with this offense, listen, Tyrese Smart and RJ Cole better step the goddamn hell up. That's a given. But what isn't a given is the fact that we need more. We need Jalen Gaffney. We need Tyler Polley to both have good offensive games. And let's be brutally honest. Jalen Gaffney passed up multiple good looks at the bucket to try and pass to his teammates, which resulted in turnovers. And Tyler Polley, he wasn't doing us any favors. He went 1 for 8 from the three-point line. So it's goddamn redemption time. It's redemption time. Full 40-minute effort. UConn lost 37-25 in the second half against Providence. You cannot have those type of adjustments made against you in this game. Fouling. This is a disciplined, defensively sound UConn team. They should not be fouling 23 times in a game. Obviously, there were some fouls at the end of the game that contributed to it that were more based on trying to extend the game and try and break the margin down. But you only got to the free throw line 9 times. You only made 5 of those 9. You left points on the board. You had weak ball movement. You need to play a faster tempo. If you're going to play a game that ends up in the 125 to 129 range, you're going to lose. And you're not going to cover. And I'm going to be very distraught. So, with UConn, they had a bad game. Do they deserve to be favorites? I don't really know. I think so. Because outside of that game, in conference, they have a 3.5-point scoring margin. They're hitting 7 threes and 35% in conference a game. You know, they're doing a decent job on the offensive glass. They're not getting destroyed. And the ball movement, ball facilitation was 25 to 30% better than it was against Providence the first time. So limit the fouls, better ball movement, Do a good job from the 3-point line and don't get shut down because Providence defense is going to do a good job. I think that this is a spot where I'm taking my Huskies, but I'm going to be very ready to jump on something Providence if I start to see the waves getting big and the clouds forming and, let's be frank, the cock soup getting ready to be served. So, reluctantly, guys, I am going to take UConn. I'm not going to touch the total. If it's a UConn win, I do think it goes over. If it's a Providence win, I think it stays under. That's my consensus thought on it. Right now, I see 5.5. I see 5.5. I see 5.5, and I see a 5 at -112 at Fox Bet. Okay, that is what I will take. Let me just record this.